Hey you guys, I'm going to be making some peanut butter balls, and these are going to taste just like a Reese's cup. It's a peanut butter filling with a chocolate coating. So good. I made these with white chocolate, and they're just called peanut butter snowballs. So let's get started. In this bowl, I have 2 cups of confectionery sugar, 1 1/3 cups of peanut butter. I have here a 1/4 cup of melted butter that I'm going to put in. Then I also have put in 2/3 cups of graham crackers, and it's the very fine graham crackers. A tablespoon of maple syrup, a teaspoon of kosher salt. That's it. And I'm mixing all of this up together. Let me get, now you can stir this by hand, or you can use a mixer. You don't really need your stand mixer, but I said, well, you know what? I'll use my hand mixer. So what you want to do is incorporate this as much as you can. And you're just going to beat it till it's creamy. That's pretty creamy. Now it's going to be a little rough as far as it's not going to come together like a cake batter is going to come together. But it is, it's nice. It's ready for me to hand roll it. Okay? So what I'm going to do, get this out of my way. Take my ring off. I have a cookie sheet there. I'm going to, of course you see I've lined it with my, see that's what we're looking at right there. So I've lined it with parchment paper, okay? Now this time your parchment paper is going to play a key role, okay? So you can just see how it just comes together really, really nicely there, okay? All right, so you can use a small cookie scoop, or you can use your hands and just make very small balls. Now let me tell you something. This is decadent, so you want to make sure that it's small balls. If you go to a large ball, it's too much. It's too much. And that's coming from a sweet sugar lover, so that should tell you something right there. All right, now I'm just going to roll these up and place them on this tray and get ready for the next step. So I'll be back. Okay, you can see I've got all of these rolled up, and I have got 1 bag of chocolate chips here, and this is just coconut oil, and I'm using 2 teaspoons, just, you know, random teaspoons here. I'm not getting an actual measuring spoon out. And I'm going to stick this in the microwave and melt these with the coconut oil, okay? So let's stick these in for about a minute. Okay, it's been a minute. Ooh, I need a towel because that bowl got hot. And I want to give this a stir. All right, that started the melting process. And the more you stir it, the more it's going to melt. But it's going to have to go back in at about 15-minute intervals here. Okay, stick that back in. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, I think that may have done it. right, so now comes the fun part. We're going to dip these balls into the chocolate and then set them back down on the parchment paper. So, let me go ahead and get started. And we're just going to coat them. This would be similar to like Buckeye Balls. I'm sure a lot of you've seen those. But you don't need to, I mean, with a Buckeye Ball, you don't cover the whole thing. And I would say, I've not made Buckeye Balls, but I would say my sister-in-law probably has. And you don't cover all of the ball. So I would say it's a close relative. Okay, and I'm just letting it drain off. Putting it back. Now, once I get all of these covered in chocolate, and you gotta work kind of fast, then I'm going to set these in. I'm going to dress them with some sprinkles. So there you go. You got a hodgepodge. Decorated them all crazy like. Anyway, stick this in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I've got them in the fridge. Gonna let them set up for about 10 minutes. Now here's a look at the snowballs that I made. And they are, as you can see, they're great. They're all set up. And once they're set up, you don't need to put them in the, keep them in the fridge. These are awesome, you all. Thank you all for watching. And remember, 2 bites.